Good morning, students. So today we are going to continue with the unit number 3, and in that, as a prerequisite, we have started the instruction set. So as we know that depending on the various addressing modes and the instruction types, there are different these instruction sets are there, and from which we have started to learn all the instructions which are related with 8051. So I hope you already seen the last video in which we have seen the arithmetic instructions and the data transfer instruction also. So today we are going to, I think logical instructions we have seen in the last one. So today we are going to see the remaining data transfer, branch transfer, and Boolean instructions. Okay. So this we are going to concentrate, and then we are going to actually start the unit number 3, the bit by bit. So for that, just I have written the notes, and from which only the explanation I have explained. So today we are going to continue with this branching operation. So I hope you all are able to see this screen. So the next category of instruction is a branching operation. So branching means to go from one place to other. So that is also known as the branching. So which instructions are here for this particular the branching? So the first instruction is the A call. So what it is doing? So two calls are there here. That is the A call and L call. So the syntax is A call space add 11. So it is not a add means sum or other thing. So it is address having the 11 bits of capacity. That means whatever the address is there, so that address will be 11 bit in size. So this is the A call. If you will see this particular the explanation for this, it calls a subroutine in max range of address of 2 KB. So that is the limitation of this one. So whatever the routines are there, so that is going to be right in this particular 2 kilobyte address memory. So why this particular 2 KB? Because address 11 means 11 bits. 11 bits means 11 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 11 times. So if you are going for that, so we know that the 10 bits means 10 ones means 1 KB. So 11 bits means 2 KB. So it is in that manner. So it will be the maximum range of 2 KB. So if any address is beyond that one, so what is to be done? So in that, the next instruction is there, that is L call. So here that capacity is, it is going to be increased, and that is add 16. So L call space add 16. So what it mean? It calls a subroutine. Subroutine means subprogram. From main program to it will go to the some other program. But here in the max range of 64 KB. So 16 times 1, that is the maximum range, and that is equal to the 64 KB. So this particular address locations are, if it is more than the 2 KB, you supposed to use this instruction. Okay, EL call. Then the next one, that is the RET. So what is this RET? So it should be the last statement, or we can say the instruction of the subroutine, so that that control or the program counter will come to know that the subroutine has been ended and it has to go back to the main program. Okay, so this is the RET. Then the similar to that, the next one is there, that is RETI. So what does it mean? So it is being used whenever you are going to use the interrupt subroutine. So interrupt subroutine means due to some interrupt, if some routine is called, so that time RETI instruction has to be used. So which are the types of interrupt, internal, external, that all we have seen. And a few examples also we have gone through how it is going to be interrupt and how this particular RETI is going to be used in a program. Okay, so one more we are going to learn in coming session. The next instruction of branching, that is AJMP. So it is a jump. So again, this A is correlated with add 11, means address of 11 bits. So what is mean? Jump to the address in 2 KB range. So maximum will be the 2 KB. That is the address, maximum address it can be jumped to. So if the address is more than that of having the capacity of 11 bits, so the next instruction is here, that is the L jump, long jump, like that. It is a LJMP space and the 16-bit address. It is the syntax for L jump. So what it is doing? Similar way, jump to the address in 64 KB range. Next one, third to that, that is S jump. So what it is going to be done? That is, it is having a little difference of this particular directly going to this particular address. Maybe it is 11-bit or 16-bit. So it is relative address. So what does it mean? Jump to the address in 256 byte range. So where is that 256 byte? We have already studied the RAM locations. So it is divided into 128 byte and 128 byte. Are you remembering? So if not, just I will share that one also here. The RAM. This is what we have seen. So the left hand side, this one, bank 0, bank 1, bank 2, and all this is up to the 128 byte. And the next 128 byte, that is given to this particular SFR. It is given to the SFR, which is starting from ATH to FFH. So this FFH is nothing but 255. Okay, so this is what the RAM location it is going to be distributed, and to get it that, or to reach up to that, this particular S jump relative address, this instruction is going to be utilized. Okay, so for that also it is given in the bracket, that is 0 to 127 if it is there. So in hex it is 0 to 7F, and for the next one, that is ATH to FFH. That is what we have seen right now. After that, one more jump is there, that is jump at the rate A plus DPTR. So what it mean? So when it is going to be used, so it is been used during the serial programming or serial message transferring, because at some location we have stored some data, and sequentially, bit by bit or character by character, we supposed to send to the other end. So that time it has to be transferred first to the accumulator, and then it will send to the destination. So for that, this particular DPTR, what is DPTR? It is a data pointer. It is having a what we can say, the 8-bit registers are also there in DPTR, that is DPH and DPL. So each one is having the fixed memory. Are you remembering? Each one is having the fixed memory. So here you can just remember that one. Just whatever I have highlighted, DPH and DPL. For DPH, it is 83H, and for DPL, it is 82H. It is fixed one. So here you can store that particular data which you want to get it transfer. And for that, to go to that particular location, this particular instruction is being used. That is jump space at the rate A plus DPTR. So that incoming programs, we are going to focus on this jump instruction. Next one, that is a jump if 0, jump if not 0, like that. But here also we supposed to give a little bit concentration, that is JZ space relative address. So what it is doing? Jump to the relative address when A is equal to 0. Jump if 0, that is okay. But whose value has to be become 0? So when A is equal to 0. So that is not written in this instruction syntax, but it is by default. That is when A is equal to 0. So you're supposed to jump somewhere. If it is not 0, so you're supposed to jump some other address. So for that, these instructions are there. That is JZ and JNZ. So the syntax is JNZ space that relative address. That is jump to the address when A is not equal to 0. Okay, so it depends on the application that whether to jump or not. Just check the value of accumulator and accordingly take the decision in this way. Decision taking, that is the branching the in other way. The next one, that is CJNE. CJNE. So depending on the different addressing modes, so these commands are here or the instruction is here. So what does it mean for CJNE? So it means jump to the relative address, jump to the relative address when A is not equal to, because NE is here. So NE stands for not equal to. CJ means conditional jump. CJ stands for the conditional jump. So which condition has to be checked? So it has to check the data in A and direct address. It has to check the data in A and direct address. So if the data matches, if the data not matches. So this is the instruction NE, means not matches. So if the data is not matches, so it has to jump to the relative address. So this is the total syntax for this instruction. CJNE A, comma, direct address, comma, relative address. So what it is going to done? So it is going to check the data or compare the data in A and direct address. If it is not equal, it will jump to the relative address in this way. Similarly, the next instruction is there depending on the next addressing mode, that is immediate addressing mode. So what is done in this CJNE? The mnemonic is same, CJNE, CJNE, but the operands are different. That is A, comma, hash data. A मधला डेटा आणि हॅश डेटा मीन्स डायरेक्ट डेटा दिलेला असणार आहे, तर तो सेम आहे का? जर नसेल तर जम्प टू द रिलेटिव्ह ऍड्रेस. So in this way, this particular CJNE command is going to be work. Similarly, the next one, that is CJNE @RN hash data, comma, relative address. So in the same way, that is, it is going to compare the data @RN. म्हणजे एखाद्या रेजिस्टरच्या ऍड्रेसवर जो डेटा आहे, इट मे बी R0, इट मे बी R7. सो त्या रेजिस्टरच्या ऍड्रेसवर जो डेटा आहे आणि दिलेला डेटा हॅश डेटा, हे दोन्ही जर इक्वल नसतील तर जम्प टू द रिलेटिव्ह ऍड्रेस. सो दॅट इज व्हॉट इट इज रिटन. Jump to the relative address when data at memory location in RN is not equal to data given by user or whatever it comes from the earlier steps. So that is going to be checked over here. So like this, the branching instruction is here for this. Now the next one, that is the opposite one, that is DJNZ. DJNZ. So what it mean? So it mean decrement the value in RN and jump to the relative address till RN is not equal to 0. So that is very important till Rn is not equal to 0. You might be familiar with the C programming, the for loop. So similarly, it is done over here. So Rn is going to be work as a counter. That is 10 times you supposed to run the loop. So the this Rn or the whatever the R7 or R0 we are going to consider. So we are going to insert the 10 in that, so that this loop will continue 10 times. Because what? Automatically it decrements, automatically it checks whether it is 0 or not. And if it is not 0, it is going to be continue in the loop. So this is what it will work as a counter. म्हणजे C मधला for loop आणि ही djnz command or the instruction is similar. So in that way also you can compare this. The next instruction also the similar to this one, that is djnz. That is decrement the value at memory location in register and jump to the relative address till the memory location stored in the register is not 0. Is not 0 actually here. So it will be here not 0. So it is a little wrong here. Then the next one, that is the L call space address 16. So again, it is having that is the unconditionally it is going to be transferred the this particular control, that is the program counter, because we know that the program counter PC is just checking that it is in a sequence of main program. How many addresses are going to be used? So in kill software we have seen that it is just having the sequence. Whichever instruction requires 2 byte, whichever instruction requires 3 byte. So accordingly, it will consume the number of address, that is 0000, 0001, 0010, 0011. Like that, it is going to be transferred this particular instruction. Okay, so this instruction is lcall space address 16. Transfer the control to the specified address. So the size of that one, it is a 3 bytes in a memory. So program counter will consume the 3 bytes if this instruction is being used. Similarly, the A call space address 11, unconditionally it will just transfer the control to the specified address. So again here the limitation is of 2 KB. Because 11 bits we are going to use this particular for address. So this instruction requires the 2 bytes. It will consume the 2 bytes if it is being used in the program. Next one, that is the JC. It is not add, but it is address. So what it means? Jump to the address when CY is equal to 1. And now what is this CY? So CY, yes, CY is nothing but the carry. So when the carry is equal to 1, it will jump to the given address. इथं ह्या ऍडच्या ठिकाणी काहीतरी ऍड्रेस असणार आहे. जर कॅरी 1 असेल तर it the control goes to that particular address. So how it will come to know that की कुठं असतो हा carry is equal to 1, कसा चेक करायचा? So it has to go in this the particular the control register, as we have seen. So just I will show it to you also here. Which register is there for this checking this? So it is a PSW. Here, if you are remembering, the last bit, that is the MSB bit, PSW.7, that is dedicated for carry. ही bit automatic इथं 1 किंवा 0 होत असते in logical operation or in arithmetic operations. So if that is to be checked, So you supposed to give this particular instruction. Which instruction? Here, JC, and go to the this particular address. Opposite to that, JNC space address. म्हणजेच काय? Jump to the address when CY is equal to 0. NC, that is not set, or not for the, it is stands for the 0. So normally it is been taken as in this way. Set म्हणजे 1 आणि not set or reset means 0. It is been considered. So when jump, if no carry, go to the address. Jump to the address when CY is equal to 0. The next one, that is JB. Now what is this JB? So JB is nothing but jump if bit is set. Which bit is set? So again, it is the question. So here, where the bit is written in this syntax, so here we can give the bit of any bit addressable register. So you have seen the various types of this particular bit addressable registers like SCON and the others. So from that, if you want to just check out the any one particular bit, whether it is set or not, so you can use this particular instruction. So one example is also given below. So you can focus on this. JB P1.2, P1.2, and go to the relative address. म्हणजे label, ki हे label is the, what we can say, a particular location where the control has to be get transferred. So what is this P1.2? Ki suppose आपण हे बघितलं होतं LED on off चा program. So in that, if you have connected the LED at this particular pin, port 1 ची 2 नंबर पिन, तिथं एक LED कनेक्ट केलेला आहे आणि तो ऑन आहे का ऑफ आहे, त्या कंडिशन नुसार तुम्हाला तुमचा कंट्रोल ट्रान्सफर करायचा आहे. सो दिस इज द इन्स्ट्रक्शन फॉर दॅट. म्हणजे ही जर बिट 1 असेल तर म्हणजे LED ग्लो झाला पाहिजे. सो इफ दिस बिट इज 1, so the control goes to this particular address known as label. Okay. So opposite to that, it is JNB. जर ती bit set नसेल तर म्हणजे reset असेल तर, reset असेल तर means 0 असेल तर. That is what if the LED is off, in simple practical language. Jump to the relative address when bit is equal to 0. Like that, it is going to be transferred. So this is what the few more instructions are here under this branching instruction. So sequence number also you just note it down. So total how much instructions I told? 110. 110. All the instructions are of 8051. So from that we are just going ahead. So next instruction is JBC bit comma relative address. So what it mean? It means jump to the relative address when bit is equal to 0. Otherwise, continue with the next instruction. Okay. If the bit is equal to 1, it is cleared. So this is the very important in this particular instruction related. That is JBC space bit. Again, the bit is the same way. That is P1.2, P2.2, like that. You can check any of the bit. If it is not set, you can go for the next instruction. If it is set, then go to this relative address. And after going to the relative address, this bit is going to become clear automatically. This is the additional information, or what we can say the function of this particular instruction. JBC. ट्रान्सफर झाल्यानंतर जो डेटा आहे तो क्लिअर कर. जर 0 असेल तर 0च राहील, बट इफ इट इज 1, सो इट विल बी गेट क्लिअर. The next one, that is CJNE. So what does it mean, the CJNE? So it compares the value of RN and given data. Hash data म्हणजे direct data दिलेला असणार आहे. So it is going to check with this particular the value at RN. So RN stands for from R0 to R7. And if both values are not equal, current NE आहे बघा lastला NE, so it is stands for this not equal. If both values are not equal, then jump to the relative address. So similar instruction we have seen over here ki equal असेल तर not equal असेल तर. So where it is here, CJNE A comma hash data relative address. So here also the, I think the same here, the RN comma hash data. So RN comma hash data, but here at the rate RN is there. म्हणजे RN मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे त्या ऍड्रेस वर जो डेटा आहे that is going to be compared with hash data. पण इथं काय आहे तर डायरेक्टली RN आहे की त्या RN मध्ये जी व्हॅल्यू आहे that is directly going to be compared with this particular hash data. And if it is not equal, it will gives the control to the relative address. Okay, so the example is also provided over here, that is CJNE R6 comma hash 12 comma label. So 2 times comma is here, so we don't have to forget that. So if the value in R6 is not equal to 12H, म्हणजे ह्या R6 मध्ये जी व्हॅल्यू आहे ती जर 12H नसेल, म्हणजे दोन्ही मॅच नाही आहेत, तर jump to the label. So again, label is a some other address location where the control is going to be transferred. Got it? So this is what the CJNE. The next one that is very not useful but important. So that is the NOP. That is the no operation. This instruction does nothing. Then why to give one? So it is used in a delay because it is consuming 1 byte definitely. Got it? NOP is the instruction is doing nothing, but it is adding the delay. If you are writing nope, 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 so it is just adding or it is increasing the time of execution. So whenever you require to increase the time of execution, so you can add NOP. Got it? So what is done in this? Only PC increment. PC means program counter. That is the next memory location, next memory location, next memory location. Unnecessarily, it is consuming the 1 byte address, and it is going to consume the that much time also. So whenever the delay is required, you can add this NOP instruction. That is the only work of this NOP, to add the delay. So 22 branching instructions are here that we have seen in detail. The next category is the Boolean instructions. So Boolean instructions, we know that there is only the possibility of zeros and 1. Yes, and it is going to work with single bit. These two conditions are there with this Boolean instruction. So in that, first instruction is CLR C. So what it does? Clear C. C here it is written, but internally it is CY. Make CY is equal to 0. म्हणजे carry 0 करण्यासाठी this particular CLR C instruction is been used. Particular carry. तसंच जर तुम्हाला दुसरी कुठली बिट 0 करायची असेल, like P1.2, P1.3, P1.4, त्यासाठी वेगळी instruction आहे. So second instruction, CLR bit make this respective bit is equal to 0. Like what? You can give the example like CLR space P1.2 म्हणजे P1.2 ची व्हॅल्यू काही असेल तर ती 0 केली जाईल ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर. जर तुम्हाला तशीच ते पर्टिक्युलर व्हॅल्यू 1 करायची असेल, सो द नेक्स्ट इन्स्ट्रक्शन इज हियर, दॅट इज सेट बी सी. सी म्हटले की कॅरी, लक्षात ठेवा. सेट बी स्पेस सी. व्हॉट इट डुईंग? मेक द CY इज इक्वल टू 1. ही कमांड लिहिली की कॅरी 1 केला जातो. दिस इज द यूज ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर सेट बी सी. नेक्स्ट वन दॅट इज व्हॉट? द सेट बी बिट. तुम्हाला कॅरी नाही तर दुसरी कुठली तरी बिट तुम्हाला 1 करायची आहे, तर त्यासाठी ही पर्टिक्युलर कमांड वापरली जाते. दॅट इज व्हॉट? द सेट बी, फॉर एक्झाम्पल इट इज गिवन 63H, म्हणजे हा ऍड्रेस आहे, हॅश नाहीये म्हणजे हा ऍड्रेस आहे. तर ह्या ऍड्रेसवर जी काही व्हॅल्यू आहे, सो इट हॅज टू बी मेक 1. It has to be make 1. So in other way, you can write set b P1.3, P1.4 like that. So that is used when we will see the one of the program. So you can identify or you can recall that की हा अरे set b कमांड इथं वापरलेली आहे, अशा पद्धतीने वापरलेली आहे आणि ह्याचा उपयोग अशा पद्धतीने होतोय. The next one that is CPL space C again. C म्हणजे carry. Complement the value of carry. Complement the value of carry and store the result in the destination. म्हणजे जर carry 0 झालेला असेल तर या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर ऑटोमॅटिकली इट विल बिकम 1. 1 असेल तर 1च राहणार. असं आहे का? नो. So if it is 1, so it will get complement, that is it will become 0. That is also there with this instruction. Complement C. जर दुसरी एखादी बिट तुम्हाला कॉम्प्लिमेंट करायची असेल म्हणजे इन्व्हर्ट करायची असेल तर CPL बिट. वरच्या सिमिलरच आहेत सिनोनिमली, की क्लिअरच्या 2 आहेत, सेट बीच्या 2 आहेत आणि क्लिअरच्या 2 आहेत. Like this, the Boolean instructions are there. So easy to remember. CPL C, CPL bit, like this. Then it starts for the logical operations, that is the ANDing operations, ORing operations, like this one. So the next instruction is ANL space C comma bit. So as I told, it is working on a bit by bit. म्हणजे एकाच बिटवर ही इन्स्ट्रक्शन वर्क करते. And so that's why it is ANL C comma bit. What it is doing? Ending operation between bit and CY. It is going to be used. Similarly, only one slash is there in the next instruction, that is ANL C comma slash bit. It is a forward slash. So forward slash bit. So that is also important. Backslash you cannot give here. So it is a as the represented in this syntax. So you also has to be use the forward slash. So ANL C comma slash bit. So what it is doing? It is the ANDing operation between the complement of bit. Complement of bit and carry. This is what it is going to be used over here. So it may be 1 or 0 again, the same thing. कारण carry 1 आहे आणि bit मध्ये 0 आहे. So complement of bit म्हणजे 1 झालं, C मध्ये 0 झालं. So ending of this, the result will be 0. So it is all Boolean instructions are playing with zeros and ones, not more than 1 bit capacity also. So for this, these two Boolean instructions are there. Ending already we have seen in logical operations, but here it is the ending between two bits. Ending between two bits. नाहीतर म्हणताल की दोन दोन ठिकाणी कशा काय एकच इन्स्ट्रक्शन येते. सो एंडिंगच आहे ऑपरेशन, परंतु ही इन्स्ट्रक्शन वेगळी आहे आणि दॅट इज व्हॉट वी हॅव सीन इन द लॉजिकल ऑपरेशन. So that is different one. So similar to this particular one bit ending, one bit ORing. One bit ORing is also available over here. That is ORLC, comma bit, ORLC hash bit. Okay, so this is what the for ORing. The next one, that is move C comma bit. Move C comma bit. So again, you will say that the move instruction, it comes under the data transfer. So how it comes in a Boolean instruction. But here we have to focus is that this move instruction is for only one bit operation. That is what it is doing. Move direct bit to carry flag. इथे जे आपण बिट लिहू 0 किंवा 1 हे दोनच लिहू शकतो आकडे. अदरवाइज यू विल राइट समथिंग 3 4 5 6. So it will not take, it will give the error here. So move C comma bit, so it is directly going to be add, or it will set or reset the carry flag. And the last one, that is the opposite one, that is move bit comma C. So whatever the value of carry is there, it may be 1, it may be 0. So that is going to be transferred to that particular bit. So what we can write, move 22h comma C. म्हणजे C ची जी व्हॅल्यू आहे ती 22 ऍड्रेस वर जाऊन स्टोअर कर. Like that, the meaning of this particular instruction. So they are the all Boolean type of the instructions. We have seen 12 Boolean instructions are here. And the last category, I think that is the data transfer. So data transfer is a very vast and having the most of these particular the instructions which we are normally being used for to explanation or the for the other purpose. So in that data transfer, the different subcategories are been done. That is, first is data transfer register to register. Data transfer register to register. So that is used for this particular. So in that, which instructions are coming? So for that, the first instruction, that is move A comma RN. So what it mean? Moves data from RN to A. For we have seen such instructions from many sessions or the from unit 2 itself. Opposite to that, move RN comma A. Then the next one, that is exchange. So I think if you are remembering, we have seen the one program for the exchange of block at that practical time. So here it is, this particular instructions that we have studied that time also, the used there also, that is XCH A comma RN. म्हणजे A आणि RN मधला डेटा स्वॅप करायचा, इकडचा तिकडं तिकडचा इकडं. त्यासाठी this command is going to be used. पुढची सब कॅटेगरी आहे मेमरी टू रजिस्टर. दॅट इज डेटा ट्रान्सफर फ्रॉम मेमरी टू रजिस्टर. So here the instruction is move A comma @RN, and opposite to that, move RN comma address. It is not exactly the replica for that, but it is depending on the different addressing mode. 5 addressing modes आपण बघितलेले आहेत. मग त्यानुसार ही इन्स्ट्रक्शन प्रत्येक कॅटेगरी मध्ये वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारे लिहिली जाते. अँड द वर्किंग ऑफ द सेम, इट इज गोइंग टू बी डिपेंड्स ऑन दिस पर्टिक्युलर की व्हॉट यू आर रायटिंग. whether you are going to use the memory to memory or register to register or register to memory or memory to register, vice versa is also possible. So accordingly, these instructions are here. So move a comma at the rate rn. What it doing? Moves the data from address which is stored in rn to accumulator. The size is 1 byte. The next one, that is move rn comma address. So what it is doing? Move rn address. So it moves the data from address, that is of RAM definitely, to the rn. जो काही त्या पर्टिक्युलर ऍड्रेस जो इथे दिलेला आहे ADD च्या ठिकाणी, त्या ऍड्रेसवरचा डेटा rn may be from R0 to R7 again. So the data is going to be transferred there. Okay. Next one, that is move x. So it is also the one of the data transfer instruction, and as we have seen that the move x where to use and move c where to use, because all others are having the mnemonic as MOV, but here move x and move c. So what is the difference between that, we will see here. So move x a comma at the rate rn. So what it doing? Transfer the data at address which is stored in rn. या rn मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे त्या ऍड्रेसवर जो डेटा आहे, so that is transferred to the accumulator. But here only R0 or R1 register can be used. R0 oblique R1 register can be used. Not all the R2, R3 up to R7. So here it should be the only 2 registers can be used in this particular instruction. So one noting point is here. कि move x a comma at the rate rn मध्ये rn stands for R0 to R7, R0 to R4 or R0 to R1. If the MCQ will be asked, so your answer must be R0 to R1. Okay. Keep in the same, that is move c a comma at the rate a plus dptr. So this dptr, again, as I told, so it is mostly been used in this particular data transfer and serial data transfer, as we are going to see in the coming session. So what it is doing, की एका पर्टिक्युलर लोकेशनला जो डेटा स्टोअर केलेला आहे तर तो अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये बिट बाय बिट ट्रान्सफर केला जातो, because the A accumulator is having the capacity of 8 bit, correct? So it is going to be transferred bit by bit. So that is what it is written, moves the data at address, that is A plus dptr, to the accumulator. Similarly, if we will move ahead, so it is move A comma address. तर त्या पर्टिक्युलर ऍड्रेस वरचा जो डेटा आहे तो अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये ट्रान्सफर केला जातो. So it is the what we have seen this in a many times, is it? Next one, that is move c a comma at the rate a plus pc. Now this pc is, as we know, that it is a internal program counter, that is the internal memory location. So what it is doing, it moves the data from address stored at memory location. कुठला memory location तर a plus pc, a plus pc. So that is going to be transferred in the a, that is the accumulator. Similarly, for move x a comma at the rate dptr, what it is doing, moves the data from address, that is external. So here one point to be noting, that move c is used for the internal address and move x is used for the external address. So that I forgot to just tell, at the time of last when we have seen this C and X instruction. So what is the difference? Move X is related with external address and move C it is related with internal address. Internal address म्हणजे त्या 8051 मधल्या रॅमचाच ऍड्रेस, आतलाच ऍड्रेस. तुम्ही जर एखादी एक्सटर्नल मेमरी अटॅच केली असेल, so that time you supposed to use this particular move X instruction. Okay, so that is the main difference between move C and move X. Then again the similar exchange a comma at the rate rn. मग ह्या rn मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे त्या ऍड्रेसवर जो डेटा आहे तो डेटा आणि अक्युमुलेटरचा डेटा हा स्वॅप केला जातो. दॅट इज एक्सचेंज केला जातो. सो स्वॅप द डेटा बिटवीन अक्युमुलेटर अँड द मेमरी लोकेशन स्टोर्ड इन rn. मेमरी लोकेशन स्टोर्ड इन rn जी मेमरी लोकेशन आहे त्या मेमरी लोकेशनवर जो डेटा आहे आणि अक्युमुलेटर मधला डेटा ते स्वॅप केले जातात. Now similar to that XCHD. So what it is doing? So it is just doing the lower 4 bits. It is exchanging the lower 4 bits of memory location which is stored in rn. ह्याच्यामध्ये काय होते तर पूर्ण 1 बाईटच्या बाईट म्हणजे टोटल 8 bit are transferred or swapped, but in this only the lower 4 bits are going to be swapped with this the accumulator. Similar, that is XCHA comma address. So it is just swapping the accumulator data and the memory location in RAM. RAM म्हणजे internal, कधी लक्षात ठेवा. RAM is denoted by this particular the internal address. The next subcategory is register to memory. So register to memory means right side ला registers असणार आहेत आणि left side ला memory असणार आहे. Register to memory, because we know that the what we can say, that is always this particular data transfer is from right to left. A मधून RI मध्ये. A काय आहे? रजिस्टर आहे आणि RI काय आहे इथं? @RI म्हणजे मेमरी आहे, म्हणून register to memory is a subcategory over here. So what it is doing? Moves data to memory location external ROM. कारण move X आहे इथं. मी सांगितलं की जर X असेल त्या move instruction मध्ये तर it is related with external memory that is connected in the externally. तर accumulator मधला डेटा या एक्सटर्नल ऍड्रेस वर पाठवायचा. That is moves data to memory location that is external ROM from accumulator, like this. So if the data is transferred to the internal, so move address comma A. Move address comma A. So moves data to the address that is the RAM location from the accumulator, like this. So it will consume the 2 bytes in the memory. So in the similar manner, depending on the different addressing modes, the next instructions are here. That is move address comma rn. So moves data from an address to the in RAM to the this particular, this is the address. So again, no X is here. So definitely it will be the by default internal memory. The next one, that is move X. So it is a external memory. So external memory मधला जो address आहे DPTR चा, त्याच्यामध्ये ही A ची व्हॅल्यू ट्रान्सफर करा. That is move data from this memory location, external memory location pointed by DPTR from accumulator, म्हणजे A ची व्हॅल्यू तिथे जाणार आहे. Next one, that is move @RNA. So accumulator मधला डेटा RN मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे त्या ऍड्रेस वर जाऊन स्टोअर होईल. नेक्स्ट सब कॅटेगरी इज दिस द डेटा टू रजिस्टर म्हणजे डायरेक्ट डेटा आता येते. कॉन्व्हर्सेशन कशामध्ये आता डेटा आणि रजिस्टर. So on this particular right hand side, you can observe it is a hash data, immediate addressing mode. Also, we have seen in this regard, move a comma hash data. So what it is doing, moves data given by user to accumulator. मग कधी accumulator मध्ये, कधी register मध्ये, कधी DPTR मध्ये, त्यासाठी वेगवेगळ्या कमांड आहेत आणि त्यांचा साईज सुद्धा वेगवेगळा आहे. So move RN hash data, so move data given by this particular user to the RN, places memory address of 16-bit size in DPTR register. म्हणजे इथे तुम्ही 16 बिटचा डेटा देऊ शकता. इथं मात्र 8 बिटचाच डेटा द्यावा लागतोय ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंबर 18 आणि 19 ला, कारण ए ची कॅपॅसिटी 8 बिटची आहे, RN ची पण कॅपॅसिटी 8 बिटची आहे. पण इथं DPTR ची कॅपॅसिटी 16 बिट असल्यामुळं तुम्ही हा डेटा 16 बिट डेटा देऊ शकता. And last category, I think, or no, one more is there. Subcategory, it is address to address. म्हणजे लेफ्टला पण ऍड्रेस आणि राईटला पण ऍड्रेस. सो मूव ऍड्रेस कॉमा @RN. सो व्हॉट इट इज डुईंग ऍक्च्युअली, मूव द डेटा ॲट ऍड्रेस. पण ऍड्रेस एक्सचेंज होत नाहीये इथं किंवा ट्रान्सफर होत नाहीये, तर त्या ऍड्रेसवर जो डेटा आहे तो ट्रान्सफर केला जात आहे. सो दॅट इज टू बी नोटिंग डाऊन. Move data at address which is stored at RN to destination address. Data transfer होतोय, address transfer होत नाही. Okay. For example, it is given, that is move P0 comma @R1. Similarly, move address. So moves data from one address to other. So that is also given here. Move P1 comma P0. Then move @RN comma address. So again the same thing, that is data from address, it just passes to the address which is stored in register. And the last category, that is data to address. So data to address म्हणजे right side ला data असणार आहे आणि left side ला address असणार आहे. So move address comma hash data. So that is the moves the data given by this user to the address. So for example is also given, that is hash. This is normally we are used so many times. Move P2 comma hash 0FFH. So one tip also it was given so many times, that की जर तुमचा FF डेटा असेल म्हणजे अल्फाबेटिकल असेल हे, तर त्याच्या आधी 0 लावणं कंपल्सरी आहे. नुसतं हॅश FFH यू कॅनॉट राईट. जर 11 असतं तर ठीक आहे की हॅश 11H, पण जर हे अल्फाबेट जर असेल ABCDEF तर कंपल्सरी तुम्हाला त्याला प्रिफिक्स 0 लावावं लागतं. ओके, सो दॅट जस्ट रिमेंबर. देन मूव @RN hash data. So it is also the one of the data transfer. Move data given by this hash to this particular the address which is stored in RN. I think the same we have taken, or no. You just check out whether any instruction is getting repeated, but I don't think. So this instruction is also going to be make this transfer this particular data. Then the last one, that is related to stack. So what is stack, that we have seen in during this particular study of interrupt. How this program counter is storing the temporarily the address locations, where it has to go, from where it has to come back to the main program and all that. And for that the two instructions are dedicated, that is push and pop. Push space address म्हणजे जो आताचा प्रोग्राम काउंटर आहे तो त्या पर्टिक्युलर ऍड्रेसवर जाऊन स्टोअर कर, दॅट इज पुश इन द स्टॅक. आणि पॉप मीन्स जस्ट अपोजिट, टेक फ्रॉम द दिस पर्टिक्युलर स्टॅक. परंतु वन थिंग हियर वी हॅव टू जस्ट रिमेंबर फॉर पुश अँड पॉप, places the data at address, okay, but increment the stack pointer by 1. Got it? Increment the stack pointer by 1 push command. And opposite to that, pop rn, that is extract the data from top of the stack. ह्या पॉप नंतर प्रोग्राम काउंटर हा डिक्रीमेंट होतोय, पुश नंतर increment होतोय. So that is to be remember, because in the MCQ so many times this question, or in the interviews also, it is going to be asked कि in push instructions the data pointer is going to be increment or decrement. So in push, increment, in pop, decrement. So that is to be there. So these are the push and pop instructions related to stack 1. So if you will count this all the instructions, so it will goes to the 110 instructions. So in this way we have studied this particular all the instructions which are related to 8051, and in the next we are going to focus on this particular this boolean, and so this is the mechanics of programming, so that we will learn in next session. Okay, so today we will stop here. We will see in the next. I will stop this particular sharing now.